advise students. I also advise students that are participating in the program. And I'm joined today by my colleague, and I will have her introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here today. I'm super excited to talk with you and talk with you guys about the program with Sylvia. My name is Hillary Vara, and I am the RN-BSN advisor for the Racine and Kenosha area students.
Okay. We can move on to the next slide. This slide, we're just going to talk to you a little bit about UW-Milwaukee. There are over 26,000 students that attend UW-Milwaukee from 90 countries. UW-Milwaukee is one of the nation's top research universities, and we partner with a number of companies in Wisconsin and actually throughout the United States and the world to advance knowledge, bring new discoveries, and we prepare students for work in a global economy. A few fun facts about UW-Milwaukee: 75% of our alumni live and work in Wisconsin. We have close to 200 academic programs, and 36% of our undergraduate students are first generational students. And we have over 4,500 partnerships with businesses, nonprofit organizations, schools, and other organizations. Next slide. History about UWM College of Nursing. The College of Nursing is the largest college of nursing in the state of Wisconsin. We've been here over 57 years, and we've developed a tradition of excellence. We're dedicated to providing academic programs in the highest quality, and we've been recognized for innovation leadership in our profession of nursing. And we collaborate with diverse community agencies. And I just wanted to mention our online nursing program, completion program, has been in existence for over 25 years. As with our program and any, when students are thinking of returning to school, there are barriers and motivation to earning the BSN degree. The factors that tend to be barriers can also be motivators, depending on how you look at it. If it's decreased cost and decreased time to complete the degree, and you have increased support from your employer, from family, faculty, and in this case, your advisor, those are great motivators to the completion of the degree. Factors that can be a hindrance would be the longer that it takes to complete the programs that are have more of a cost to them, and the time commitment. But what we offer at UW-Milwaukee is expert faculty who value your experience and invested in your success, and a quality education. I think this is, well, I will go on. I'm looking at this slide. It seems like this isn't the latest one, but we will go with it. Our RN to BS nursing degree completion at UWM. As I mentioned before, quality faculty that value RN to BS students. We have 3 options of learning. One is face-to-face, the second is online, and the third is the flexible option. And the face-to-face is what we term as BSN at home and BSN at work. Those are classes that are offered at area hospitals. In this case, Froedtert Hospital is our work site, and the face-to-face site was at Milwaukee Area Technical College. The courses were held once a week and led by faculty. Due to the pandemic, the face-to-face option is currently on hold. Our online option is BSN at home, and that's part of a collaboration with 5 other UW campuses. And the courses are offered online in an asynchronous manner, meaning that you can go online in the morning, at night, on the weekend, as long as you are meeting the deadlines in which that are described in the syllabus. And our online program is offered in a flexible format, 7-week sessions, as well as 14-week courses. Our UW flexible option is our competency-based option. And courses are, it's on an online format, but it's self-paced, and students have 12 weeks or a 3-month subscription period in which to complete the coursework. So this is an independent option, not led by faculty, but you would have faculty interaction. As I mentioned, the flexibility of the program, you can enroll full-time or part-time. A minimum of 60 credits is applied towards your degree. Often students can transfer in more credits. And our program is accredited by CCNE and approved by the state of Wisconsin, the Board of Nursing. Hillary, I'm going to ask you to just go into a little bit more about the 3 options for learning.
Yeah, so with the BSN at home, it's going to be online and led by faculty. So it's going to be more of an asynchronous type of vibe, which is really great because if you are working 3rd shift, you can come home at 8 a.m. and get cracking on some of your schoolwork. You also have that flexibility, which is very nice. With our BSN at work and school, due to COVID right now, we are a little bit slower at that program. In the aspects where we're not offering as many face-to-face classes right now, but when we do have the courses at our partners in the hospitals, and it's led by faculty, and that is going to be more of a synchronous type of learning environment. So you will be attending class, having those weekly assignments like BSN at home, but a little bit more of a synchronous feel. And then lastly, the UW flexible option. So this is going to be completely online at your own pace. Very little involvement from necessarily a professor. It's going to be a little bit more at your own pace. You're going to be given an amount of work to get completed, and you can complete it in the first month, or you can use all 3 months to complete it. So there's a little bit of flexibility, and we really understand you're adults. You guys are working in the workforce, so we want to be able to be adaptive to you and be able to provide you a service that you are going to flourish with, and that works for your everyday life.
And as Hillary mentioned, what is competency-based education? Hillary mentioned it's flexible. The pace is at your own pace, and it's a series of assessments in which faculty evaluate your knowledge regarding the concepts in the course. So this could be papers, could be quizzes, it could be projects, but it is on a competency-based approach with the assessments. I think we're beating you to death, so to speak, with the 3 options regarding the program. But as Hillary had mentioned, we have 1 curriculum, but 3 modes of learning. The face-to-face option, the traditional online option, and then the UW flexible option. With our traditional online option, it does mention the weekly assignments and content, group work. Faculty is your point of contact, and it is in a traditional semester. However, we offer our core nursing courses in the 7-week format, an accelerated format, or 14-week traditional semester for our core nursing courses. Nursing electives are offered in a 14-week format. So that's in the fall and spring. Our summer sessions, we offer courses in the summer, and the courses will vary from 3 to 8 weeks depending on the course. The face-to-face option, as we mentioned, faculty is your first point of contact. There will be open discussions, group work, interaction with the faculty, and the syllabus and weekly content and assignments. UW flexible option. The faculty role is different. It is to design and evaluate your assessments and to deem competency, regarding your assessments. And your academic success coach is your first point of contact. That's a similar role to an advisor. And with the flexible option, you can start on the first of any given month. So it's not semester based for a 3-month term.
And something else I just want to add in is, with all modes, we are your advisors. So we're definitely here to help you. And if you're facing challenges or having any issues, you have that support system with you. No matter what program or mode of learning you decide to do, we have your back.
And one unique instance is that you can transfer between the modes. So if you find out you started out in Flex and you don't feel that that's a good fit for you, you can transfer to take the courses online or take them face-to-face.
All right, so with our RN-BSN nursing courses, we have a total of 10 classes for you to take. So you're going to start with our concepts of 6 mandatory classes, and then you're also going to have that additional capstone. So all these classes on your screen right now are going to be the courses that you are taking. But if you notice those select electives, which is the second from the bottom bullet point, we do allow you to have some flexibility and explore your interests. So if you are interested in more of a health assessment or global health, those are some options that we do give you within our program. So not only are you going to be learning what we need you to learn, but you have a few options to kind of cater to whatever goals you have within your nursing degree.
This just outlines our RN to BS curriculum. Our program is 124 credits. We divide it into non-nursing coursework, which many of those courses you've taken if you've graduated from an associate degree or diploma program. So those non-nursing courses include history, English, math, sociology, Psych 101, growth and development, your sciences of anatomy and physiology, etc. So that's part of that 64 credits of non-nursing. Then you would take the courses that Hillary just described, 30 advanced nursing courses through UW Milwaukee. And as part of your transfer work from your ADN, you do get a block of 30 nursing credits. So most students will transfer in a minimum of 60 credits, often more than 60 credits towards that 124 that's required for the program. So when you if you decide to come to UWM, your advisor will work with you regarding meeting program requirements. And the non-nursing coursework does not have to be complete before starting our program. You could take these courses concurrently.
Something else I would just like to add as well, if you have any questions while we're speaking, I am monitoring the chat, so please feel free to drop on in with any questions. Hit us with that next slide, Matt.
Now, this is another option for those who are interested in the advanced generalist role. It's this RN to MN program prepares you for the clinical nurse leader role. So that's leadership at the bedside. So this could be another option for you if this is an interest area of yours. You would work with your advisor. The program starts out the same as the RN to BS program. And then we would discuss courses that you would take that would fast track you to the master's program. Within this curriculum, you do save 9 credits if you decide to pursue the master's program, because you'll be taking 9 credits of graduate coursework that would apply towards your bachelor's degree in nursing. But that's also an option for students who may have that interest. This slide just shows the program progression within the college. Earning your bachelor's degree in nursing affords many opportunities, especially through UW-Milwaukee, that with your Bachelor of Science in Nursing, you can pursue the MN or the Master of Nursing degree, as I mentioned, but you can also pursue the DNP, the Doctorate of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Nursing Practice, if you're interested in the nurse practitioner route, clinical nurse specialist route. And there's also a nurse exec route within that DNP program. And from the bachelor's degree, you can pursue the nurse scientist role. So if you're interested in research and new discoveries and teaching, the PhD program you can also go to that program right from the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So this diagram just shows the various avenues in which you can pursue after earning your bachelor's through UW-Milwaukee.
So to now dig into the costs, the thing that's on everyone's mind, the investment in you. So when it comes to the in-person, at work or at school portion for our tuition, the cost is going to be $337 a credit. So one 3-credit course will run you just over $1,000. With our second option, it's the online BSN at home. So remember, both of these options are going to be with UWM, and then you also have one of the advisors, whether it's me, Connor, or Sylvia, and this is going to be $452 per credit, so just over the $1,000 sitting at $1,300. That is also including the distance education fee as well. So again, that's going to be a little bit more asynchronous, not as synchronous as that in person. So you do pay a little bit extra for that flexibility, but it does make a huge difference if it works with your life a little bit better. I see a comment. Is it my audio that's not working? Can you hear me, Sylvia?
Yes.
So yes, we'll be able to, you can always email us your questions, or I did start recording this meeting and we will send this out to everyone who attended today. But great question. So, and then lastly was the flexible option. So you can take the one class, the 1 3-credit course for $1,125. Otherwise, the all you can learn, which is 2 or 3 classes for $2,250. The thing to remember with this option is that you are really going to be a little bit more on your own, not having that faculty handhold you the whole time. So it's a little bit of a difference. So we did really pound it to you good with all of our slides about describing all of the programs. But this is a really great option. And as I believe on the next slide, we do talk about different ways to finance your tuition.
Well, we can talk about ways to finance your tuition.
I got this. So being very transparent with you all. I think this is an older PowerPoint. Me and Sylvia met up an hour ago, and we were going off of a different PowerPoint. But to explain some of the ways to afford your tuition is definitely fill out your FAFSA, because even though you may already have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree will open you up into that new bracket with FAFSA. FAFSA is also how a lot of scholarships on campus will view you and then be awarded those scholarships based on your FAFSA information. So it's very important also to see if you're allowed any grants. You definitely want to utilize all of that. Additionally, check out your job. We are a very strong partnership with Aurora, and also a lot of institutions want to watch you get your BSN, so they will help you finance your tuition. So on top of scholarships, financial aid, and employer benefits, definitely check that out. And we can also talk a little bit more and connect you with our financial aid office if you have questions regarding that.
And I also wanted to say that most of the employers have a tuition reimbursement plan at their hospital or organization. So that's real important. And the College of Nursing has various scholarships, as well as UW-Milwaukee. So we do encourage that. And I just wanted to backtrack when we talked about the nursing courses that you would take through UW-Milwaukee, that there were 10 classes, and one of them being the capstone practicum in your graduation semester. That is a practicum course, and our accreditors require a practicum course for the bachelor's degree. It involves 60 hours with a preceptor at your organization. And this is going to be a different clinical than what you're, experienced in the past. It's not direct patient care. It's focused on a QI project or an education project, but something that your organization wants and needs. So you'd be helping out your organization as you fulfill the requirements for the capstone course. But that's in your that's the very last course in the program. And we work with you closely in preparation for that. So Hillary and I just wanted you to have the background regarding our courses, the curriculum, and also to apply to the program. This slide just discusses our admission criteria. Graduate from an associate degree or diploma program in nursing, GPA, cumulative GPA of a 2.5 or higher on a 4.0 scale, and an RN license. So if you are a current associate degree student, you can still apply to the program while you're completing your degree in your final semester. It's just when you start the course and start the program, you would be licensed. And then these links are to more information regarding our undergraduate program, the Flex program, as well as the online and face-to-face BSN completion programs.
All right, I do see we have a question. If I wanted to enroll in the RN-MN program, would I be applying for the RN-BSN program, or would there be a different application?
You would be applying to the RN-BS program. And then you would be working with your advisor as you work towards applying to the master's program, because the core nursing courses are the same. They start out the same. The differences come into play when we talk about nursing electives in the program. So good question. You would apply to RN to BS. You would talk with your advisor about your desire to be in the RN to MN program. The caveat is that for the core nursing courses in the RN to MN program, you must earn a grade of a B- or higher in those core nursing courses. The threshold for RN to BS is a C or higher.
That was a great question.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have any questions? Feel free to turn on your mic as well. All of our contact information is there. So if you would like to connect with us, again, my name was Hillary Ibarra and I work with the Racine in Kenosha. And if you are connected with MATC, you would want to connect with Connor Sampson, and then our wonderful Sylvia, who is the UWM program manager, that works with a lot of our UWM students. Any of us can get you the information you need and where you need to go. How did the grading scale work in the program, Sylvia? That's another question that just came through.
What do you mean? Is what's considered an A, B, or is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm kind of asking like how, like what the cutoffs are, because I know in my program, I think 80, anything below an 80 would be considered an F.
Pretty much. I mean, I believe that 79, I think that anything below 79 is less than a C, and you need a grade of C or higher in your nursing courses.
And then are the MN classes available through the Flex program?
Not at this time. And our MN program is about 50% online. So once you complete the bachelor's requirements, as you will have an additional 33 credits to earn the master's degree, and half of that program is delivered online.
Great questions.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
So the MN program, it's only face-to-face and the BSN at home and not Flex?
We do not offer the MN program through the flexible option.
Okay, so it's just the BSN at home and the face-to-face.
BSN at home is the online option for earning your bachelor's degree. And then the face-to-face, what is the other way to earn the bachelor's degree in addition to the flexible option? So if you are a student who's interested in the RN to MN program, you could complete most of the coursework either online, through Flex, or face-to-face, but there will be some classes that will be offered online. You could not do that through the flexible option. That would be the 3 graduate level courses that you take in the mass as part of completing the bachelor's degree. And then those courses, and then once you're in the master's program, that is an online program combined with face-to-face. So no flexible option with master's courses.
So for the flexible option classes, if once you show mastery in that class, are all of those classes considered an A if you pass those?
You will get a letter grade based on your performance. You could get an A minus, B, so you will get a letter grade.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Great questions. All
Any
right.
other questions?
I know on our last slide, following us on our social medias, staying up to date with program options, information as well. So definitely jot these down.
And I also wanted to mention that if you have an interest in attending UW-Milwaukee, we can conduct an unofficial transcript evaluation. So, you know, maybe you want to explore other colleges and schools, or you just want to see how your coursework would transfer to UWM. As advisors at UWM, we conduct unofficial transcript evaluations all the time. What we would need for you is to send your unofficial transcripts, all colleges you've attended, to our office, and then schedule an appointment and we'll go over the evaluation with you. Then you can make a decision if UWM is the best fit for you.
Definitely. And thank you, Matt, for putting in the email where you are able to email those unofficial transcript evaluation requests at uwmnurse@uwm.edu. It's in the chat. Well, and if there are no other questions, we can conclude today's session. But if you do have any questions, me and Sylvia will stick around. But we thank you for coming and hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thank you for your time and for coming. But we'll hang out for a few minutes.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I had a question about, so I got accepted into the flexible option.
Mhm.
So if I take like 2 classes and I try to tackle that 3rd class and I'm coming up to the end of that 3-month window,
Mhm.
what happens to that class that I enrolled in but might not have finished? How does that work?
Well, I mean, we would suggest that you talk with your academic success coach, you know, if you're having some issues with that course, because there are certain deadlines in which you could possibly drop that course. That's one option. The second is if you are near the end of that subscription period or that 12-week period, and you're earning a grade of less than a C, a grade is recorded. And currently they'll give the grade of a PR. And then you could take that in the next subscription period. But depending on your performance, you know, it may turn into a letter grade, you know, in the next semester, if you decide, you know, depending on the performance. But they do give you more than one, you know, you do have another attempt.
Okay, so just make sure, like, be realistic and like, okay, I have enough time to get through the material and complete the course. Otherwise, things will get sticky.
Yes, because some students have waited until, you know, like the 10th week and decide to turn in all their assignments. And you want to know where you stand in the course prior to, you know, the end of that subscription period. So I mean, it's self-imposed deadlines because you create those deadlines, but you want to get feedback as well. So it is very independent. For some students, they really love that they can map out, you know, their own plan and when they want to turn in their work. But because no one is going to be asking you for that and asking you for that, you know, as in the other modes, you have defined deadlines. So I think the best thing is to create your own deadlines and stick to them. And you could, you know, could possibly, I mean, we've seen students do 3 courses.
And when you go to sign up, do you have to sign up for all of the courses at the same time at the beginning of the block? Or like if I bust through a couple classes and say a month and a half and it's like, all right, I have plenty of time to take on that 3rd course. Can I sign up for that?
Now,
Or-
I would check with the flexible option advisor. My understanding is you need to enroll in them all at the same time. You know, that's my understanding.
Thank you.
Mhm. So when are you starting, Mike?
April 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And so my advisor, would that be on the paw net there?
Pause. It
Yeah,
should
pause.
be, but I think someone would reach out to you. We have 2 advisors. One is Jane Schimmel is one. I mean, it should be apparent who your success coach is. Jane Schimmel, there's Blake Bishop, and then there is another person who's now advising in that program. I know his first name is Danny, but I don't have his last name. But one of those 3 would be your contact person.
Okay.
And since I see this is your name, I can connect you if you want to know who your success coach is. Do you want me to send that to you?
Yeah, because I wanted to like just review my transcripts and all that kind of stuff. Make sure I'm reading everything correctly.
Okay, because I know that your success coach would want to talk to you and go over your evaluation of your coursework. So I will check into that and we'll email you. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mhm. Any other questions? Well,
Okay, thank you.
okay,
I'll
well,
sign off
Bye,
now.
Mike. Thank you.
Bye.
thank you, Mike. Now, do we have another person on the line?
Yes. Did you have any questions that we could help you out with?
I'm fine now.
Pardon?
Oh, I know I can hear. I wasn't hearing before.
Hello, I'm so sorry. We're having a very hard time hearing you. I don't think your audio's connected very strong.
I don't know what.
You can chat in the chat feature.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.